Hello everyone. In this session we will see how we can create user and we'll talk about user module, how this is useful and how this help us for our ID creation. So in this session we will learn another topic also, how to reset password for some other user. So we got some default user ID from T24. Mostly all models bank has these user ID and password with this default password. So we'll view one of the record and we'll see how it looks and how we can log in into user profile. So to access user application, we need to type user, and for any record like inputter, I'm just going to see this. So this is our record here. Means you can see this is record ID. That's called inputter. This is username here. The name of user. It can be anything, even your name also. This is sign-on name, means with the help of this name we can log in into T24. This is classification, this is called internal. This can be internal or external. For external user we will have external or it will be internal. Language of the user. We have different drop down like German, English. So based on that we have selected here one for the English language. You can see these are many company codes. So if you remember, we can log in into T24 with the different company. For example, here if you want to see tools, so these are like different companies here. So for this user, we have assigned these many company. So you can also assign your new user with these many company. But if you want to log in into different company, you need to just select here any company and you will be able to access German company for Germany all records. So I hope you understand what is the role of this company here. So I'm just because it's taking time, so I'm just going to close this. So I'm coming back to user profile back. So means this user, when I will log in with this inputter, I can access these many companies. So this is department code for this user. So that user belongs to implementation department, and this is password validity. So this password, the password for this user will be valid till this date, and means on this date. After that, every 6 month, it will get. This is frequency. So after 6 months, on day one, this we need to the password. We need to change the password. So this is a start date for profile. On this date, this profile has been started. Means this was the day one, and this profile will be expired on this date. This is start time for this user. Like this user can log in from night this time and morning one and till night this time. So it means this user can log in all 24 hours. But if you want to restrict user for office timing, you can make it 009 to evenings 5 or 6. It's up to you. After that, this user will not able to access. After this end time, this user will not able to access if you will give some time here. So timeout minutes means what will happen if I'm putting here 60 minutes, and if user is not doing anything, he is ideal for 60 minutes, then system will log in, then it will automatically timed out. So this is attempt count, means if I'm giving here three attempts, count three. So what will happen if you will log in with invalid password for three times, your account will be blocked. So this is company restriction for this company. If user will log in and if he is trying to access this company, then he can only access customer application and he can perform only authorization of record. So this is how we can restrict the user. For this company, another company, user can, this is another German company, user can only access account application and he can only view the records. So these are like some restriction we can do. But if you want to remove all these restriction, I will show you how we can do that. So this is a sign on off log, sign on or off log. So if you want to keep track of all when user is signing on or when user is signing off, then you can make it Y. Yes. Similarly, these are like security management and some application log. User is trying to, and if you want to keep track of application where user is trying to access function ID, like what function user is trying to perform, like he's trying to delete or he's trying to insert or he's trying to modify. So all those logs will be recorded in in one of the table. So this is how we can spy the user, you can say. So I hope you understand what all these functions. This is a input day month format, like DDMM. So whenever user will try to log in, he will give a DDMM format. So this is last time when he user was signed on, last sign on time, and when he has changed his password last time. So I hope you understand all these things. So it's very simple, self self-explanatory. But if you want to see more details, if you don't able to understand any of the fields, then you can take the help and you can view all the you can read all this information. So this is about user, how we can do. So these are all attempts here. If you click on attempts, then password disable, after that, so then how you can reset using password.reset. So this is command for resetting password. We will try to reset, we'll see how we can work on this. So means attempt since at, so these are all information about users, all fields. You can see all these fields from here, help. So what I can do, I can what I will do, I will scroll this slowly so that whenever required, you can take print screen and you can view what all the fields are. So I'm just going through slowly one by one so that if required, you can pause the video. So you are seeing we have a lot of information here, a lot of things. So similarly, we have these functions here. I will talk about this later. Not all the fields are useful, but some of the fields are really useful. So, so you can see attribute here, super user. This is amount format. Some dealer deck, I don't know, but we'll have to see there in help. Login status is active. Channel is like browser here. User can access this channel. Record status is INAU. So the record, it seems like this is not live record. We are just viewing. This record need to be authorized. So somebody will can authorize this record. So no problem. I hope you understand these many fields here. So I can authorize or not, but This many changes was made. So I'm just going to uh, authorize this deal. Now we will be creating new user. I will tell you how to create. So it's always better if you copy someone else ID and you can modify as per your requirement. So do we'll create one user with the help of copy. So I'm just going to select one user. So mostly what happen when you are in any projects or and you got one new team member. So what will happen? Like you would like to create his ID as like your ID. So most of the time it's happen only. That's why we are providing replica ID. So while creating request for new user ID, most of the times we are giving our own user ID so that the technical person, the support person can create another user ID as per provided ID. So we'll see how we can do that. So I'm just selecting authorizer ID here and I'm just viewing this. So you can see this ID. So I can ask for the new ID here. What I will do, I will copy this and I will create new user. I will show you how to create new user. So user INPU T 4. So this is totally blank now. So what I can do, I can paste option here. So you can see we got all. We can change the name of user. So I can put it Thomas Roy. This is username and I can give INPU T. Uh, I can make it 04. So this is sign on name. With the help of this user ID, user can log in into T24. So I'm just it's the internal user. That's why I selected it. And these are like company code. User can have access. User has access for these many company code. So company is like your company, you can say, or branch. So we may have different branches in different countries. So these are European branch, Singapore. So these are like different company for the same bank. So for all these company, they will have different general ledger and different report and different type of customer as well. So so you can see if the bank is like any bank may have branches operation in different countries. So in all countries they will have uh, their different customer. So I hope you understand what is the meaning of this company here. So next field is department code. So this user belongs to this which departments we can select these many. So might be if user belongs to teller, so we can select teller here. But as this user belongs to implementation, so I made it one. This is password validity. All you already know. We have already discussion about these things. So you can see here company restriction. So for this company, user can access all program. So here we can give customer or account, but if you want to access all application, then always write all.pz. Similarly, if I don't want any restriction, user can access all company, then I will make it all. So it means company restriction all means user can access all company, all PG means all applications like customer accounts, and these are all functions. So you already know what is the meaning of this function. So So you have already got this function list, so you can see we can give the. I will talk about this. Just give me 2 minutes. So these are all functions. If you want to remove, if you don't want user to authorize, then you can remove A from here. So it's a second level of authorization. User can B. I don't know what is the meaning of B here, but even it's not listed here. I'm not sure. As for seeing, I guess B is also for browsing. I don't know, but I'm not sure about that. C for copy, D as for delete, E for exception, F for here. You can see what is the meaning of F. It's not listed in my things, but we'll talk about this later sometimes. But H here, H means move record from history to live. I is for input new record. L for list. P is used for printing. R is used for reverse a record which is no longer used. S allow user to only view the records. V is for verify functions. So this is how we can give privilege to user for accessing these many functions. So even I'm not seeing any F function here as well. These are only the functions, those are mentioned in help section here. But if you know about F function, you can put that in comment. So version means if you want user to have access of particular version. For example, we are mentioning version with comma. So customer comma or account comma versions. So if you want user to restrict for only particular version, you can mention here. But if I'm not mentioning, then there will be no any restriction. User can access all the version. So I hope you understand. So these are the some information that I have already written here. So you can take print screen of this. So I'm just going to validate this, and this is attribute here. You can see super user. So user will have access of everything. Super user will get command line also. So I'm just going to validate this. Just going to check if it is anything is wrong. So you can see error start date profile input date is less than. So this date should be from today's date. So I've corrected the date now. I'm going to verify again and commit. For committing, I'm just going to copy. So record is in input unauthorized state. We need to authorize this. So you already know how to authorize. So I'm just going to authorize this. So our user has been created now. You can see here it's been live now. So this is sign on name. We'll try to log in with this sign on. So first time default password will be 123456. It seems some wrong password. I will check the user IDs with subspace. So it was input 4, input 04, I guess. Let me try. Yes. So we need to input new password now. So I'm just going to give new password as 123, not 123. 654321 654321. So I hope this is username that I have given. So I hope you understand how to create user. It's not tough task, it's very simple. So our user will have this, you can see here, all those companies user have access. Like these are all company we have already given user to access here. But we don't have any other restriction on application level. But if you want to log in say Germany company, just click it. So you will be able to log in here in Germany. This is your Germany page. It's taking time to load, but I'm just going to close this. So I hope you understand how to create user. Now there may be situation when you have to change the password for someone else. For you it's very easy. For your user ID it's very easy. You can go here and you can change password. But there, if is there any requirement to change your colleague's password or someone else's password, then what you will do? To change your password, we have option called password.reset. It's very simple, password.reset. So you need to go here. So if you want to change the password for example, if you want to change the password for which user ID I'm saying, I want to change the password for inputter. It seems like this is not correct one. This is existing record. So this is free field. You can type anything here. This is basically you are creating service request number, or you can say you are just creating ID. So when you will get into this, then you need to give user ID here, for which user you are going to change the password. So I'm just going to change for the inputter. At the same time, you can change multiple user. You can change the password if you want to change. There may be some situation you have to change the password of entire team. So you can add different user here. You can, these are all multi-values, so you can change the password for everyone. So if you want to give some specific password here, for example, I want to give A12345, and this is internal customer. So it's been changed, but we'll have to authorize this. I'm sure without authorization you will, yes, correct. So we'll have to log in with another user and we'll try to sign off now and we'll try to authorize record. So this was our record. I'm just going to authorize this. So you are getting option to either decline this request or authorize, but we have to authorize this. Now we'll check whether password got changed or not. We have given some default password as A12345. Yes, it's been changed. It's giving me an option to change now. So I'm going to change this 12345 B12345 and it's been changed. So I will just make a note for me so that I should not forget this. So it's been changed now. You can see. So what's the assignment I can give you now? What you have to do, just go to user that you have created. Here, what you have to do, just go to this user, edit this record, edit and just put some company here. First assignment you need to do, just keep this one ID, one company code, remove all four here and check. Once you will log in with user, you should able to access only this profile. So once you will log in, once you will go to tools, you should not able to see other uh, company options. So, and another thing what you have to do, you go and just put restriction here. For this, keep all these companies and just try to here in company restriction 1, just put to this company first one and give only instead of all program, just give some program like customer and just give authorize and see how it goes.